Sally Ann Struthers was once America's sweetheart, forever remembered as Gloria Bunker from All in the Family. Yet behind the bright smile and sitcom laughter was a life shaped by hardship, exclusion, and resilience. Born on July 28 in Portland, Oregon, she was the second daughter of Dr. Robert Alden Struthers and Margaret Carolyn Jers. Her grandparents had known real struggle, surviving the 1930s on less than $25 a week in cramped apartments. Though her father's medical career brought the family some stability, Sally never forgot those working-class roots. When she was 9, her father suddenly walked out, leaving her mother to raise 2 daughters alone while battling depression. There was no financial support, and Margaret had to take a low-paying clerical job just to survive. The family relied on powdered milk, government cheese, and hand-made-down clothes, while Sally quietly told classmates that her father had simply gone away to work. The sting of abandonment never left her. In the modest Concordia neighborhood of Northeast Portland, life was simple but tough. Children made their own fun in empty lots, building cardboard castles and playing until the streetlights came on. Sally helped her mother with chores, supported her sister, and learned early that tough times make tough people. That personal mantra would carry her through the highs and lows of her career. Her father's absence also planted the seeds of her lifelong humanitarian work. In 1977, at the height of her fame, she became the face of the Christian Children's Fund, speaking on television about abandoned children in a way that came from her own lived experience. Over the decades, she helped raise more than $100 million for children in need. Even before fame, Sally had discovered the power of performance. At 10, she was putting on skits in the living room to make her mother smile. At 12, she wowed teachers, with her comic timing, winning a school talent show as a spot in Ed Sullivan cotton stuffed in her cheeks for authenticity. Performing was an escape from sadness, and by 17 she was ready to chase her dream. With $1,200 and a scholarship, she moved to Los Angeles to study at the Pasadena Playhouse, earning the title of Most Promising Student. But Hollywood was tough. After being fired from the Tim Conway Comedy Hour for being too much, she was nearly broken till CBS came calling. Norman Lear had spotted her talent and cast her as Gloria in All in the Family. Sally thought she'd lose the part to Penny Marshall, but Lear reassured her, "We already have Edith. We need someone who makes Gloria her own." Her early excitement soured when Lear bluntly told her she'd been cast because she had blue eyes and a fat face, making her look like a daddy's girl next to Archie Bunker. Despite 8 years on one of TV's biggest hits, she was never invited to Lear's famous dinner parties and was always billed last among the main cast. The writers often didn't know what to do with her character, giving her repetitive lines like "I'll help you set the table," or sending her upstairs to wash her hair while serious conversations happened downstairs. Feeling erased, Sally took the bold step in 1974 of suing to break her contract. She lost and had to stay on 3 more seasons. Ironically, those years when Gloria became a mother and moved next door were the ones she remembered most fondly. Sally's personal life was equally eventful. In 1977, she married psychiatrist William C. Rader, becoming a stepmother to his 3 children. They welcomed their own daughter, Samantha, in 1978 or 1979, naming her after a childhood nickname Sally's mother had given her. But by 1983, the marriage ended. Determined to be the mother she never had, Sally turned down jobs that took her away from Samantha, reshaping her career around raising her daughter. Samantha thrived, eventually earning a doctorate in clinical psychology and founding a wellness center for women. Success Sally credits to the stability she worked so hard to provide. Her humanitarian work, though impactful, made her a target for ridicule. Her tearful charity appeals became fodder for comedians on In Living Color and South Park, who mocked her weight and sincerity. Greeting cards and late-night jokes twisted her heartfelt pleas into punchlines. The cruelty hurt deeply, making her question whether kindness could ever be taken seriously. In dangerous moments, abroad being confronted by armed guerrillas in Uganda, or contracting hepatitis, Sally realized her daughter needed her more than the cause did, and after 35 years she stepped back from public charity work. Her career had other challenges. She clashed bitterly with Rita Moreno during a Broadway run of The Odd Couple, calling it one of her worst professional experiences. She also carried complicated feelings about Norman Lear, who often criticized her acting and left her in tears. Yet, she admits, those struggles forced her to develop resilience. In recent years, Sally has undergone a personal transformation. After heart palpitations in 2022, she adopted a plant-based diet and daily pool aerobics, losing 35 pounds and regaining her health. In 2024, she stunned the public with her vibrant appearance at a charity gala, and later received a standing ovation at the Television Hall of Fame induction after reading from old All in the Family scripts. She says her greatest pride will always be Samantha, proof that resilience and love can change the course of a family. On more than 50 years after Gloria Bunker made her a household name, Sally Struthers remains a survivor of Hollywood's cruelties. of personal heartbreak, and of a public that sometimes mocked the very compassion that defined her. Her story is one of grit, grace, and the determination to turn pain into purpose.